but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. To return, here comes Marcus Sherrills. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by a man making his first start in purple. The big offseason signing from Washington. It's Kirk Cousins.
I do hear some mild criticism of Kirk Cousins and his play the last few seasons in Washington, mainly because the team was just 24, 23, and 1. But I also saw a quarterback with an offensive line that essentially introduced itself to each other in the huddle before the first snap. In Seattle, that's one of the best defenses in the NFL. Win that game with big plays late. This is a tough-minded, hard-nosed, gritty quarterback that tends to inspire a team to play better around him.
Throwing, Cousins, buying time to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Let's go. First carry for Latavius Murray. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats, but really should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step.
Here we go. One.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. That one is caught by Hunt. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. That's out to go, right side complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Mahomes now on first down. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
Our first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the play there. It's a drive will continue.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail! Ace! 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 Ace!
Now this is Chuck Hendrick West. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Ace! Ace! Slow!
On second down, here's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you take it.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Justin Houston in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be fourth down.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 18.
Ace! Ace!
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Now Mahomes throwing up second down. Muscles him off. It's hit, complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So each quarterback with an interception here in what was a mistake-filled first quarter. 0-0 our score, and we're back to Arrowhead after this. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they've got it here with a first down. They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
On third down, that's Hunt. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on third down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
And out now come the Vikings. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. Pretty nice move, but not a ton of space there. They stop him shy of the 25. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Cousins now on second down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Now a play fake here on first down. Kelsey imposing, and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 28 yards, and the Chiefs are in for 6. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Butker now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Kirk Cousins now to lead his offense back out there. Bottom line, he's got to figure things out. He's completed 3 passes, but 2 of them have been to the wrong team so far.
And when we talk about the best quarterbacks, we're usually talking about touchdown to interception ratio, aren't we? And 2 to 1 is acceptable, but the top line guys, 3 to 1 or better is what they're looking for. Now we're talking about interceptions versus completions. That's not a ratio should ever be in any discussion.
A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First down, here's Cousins. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Cousins to his tight end Rudolph for a Viking first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Cousins on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Second down, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
All right, now here we go. Let's go. Hey, receiver.
first down. Here's the run with Cook. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs. They'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now Cousins. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Open field, Thielen is complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Brandon, what we just saw there were 2 guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Forbath, the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And out come the Chiefs now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On first down, Mahomes. He completes it to Hunt. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anderson Dejo. And he's got some space here. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Watkins, the intended receiver.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Following the interception, Cousins flush to his right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it's a 2nd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. A first down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen. First down now, but the clock continues to move. They'll run with Cook. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now Cousins. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And it's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This one from 35 yards away. And Forbath will put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. Going deep here for Watkins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes, we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Dancing to his left. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble, too, as he scrambles for a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
He had no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call.
False start, offense.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it.
Still 3rd down.
Discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. That one is caught by Hunt. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back. So it goes as a fumble. But the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. The all-pro safety Eric Berry in on the stop.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Let's go.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it third down. The Vikings on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Cousins now from the 50. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Cook following the penalty. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Come on, let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
And an alley to run. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. We're back now in KC. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Cousins now. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And Forbath will put this one through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now here comes Kansas City. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail! Left.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete. It was Andrew Sendejo from his strong safety spot able to make the play.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
12 yards there as they move the chains.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. So the solid run on 1st, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that 2nd down play.
No, it's all in your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring it up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And he's able to find Diggs. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. On 1st down, Murray. Gave a glimpse of his power that time. And then brought down at the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock? and take care of the football. Right now, they're executing really well.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. So 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. That was big. Needed a few yards to pick up the first. Slim lead here in the 4th quarter. And they turn to the big fella, the fullback, to get it done.
And you know, as my partner, you know I'm old school, right? You know I love those mastodons that carried the ball way back in the day that were a key part of the offense. And now, when they need them, when they need those key yards, those tough grind-them-out yards, the fullback's going to get the ball.
We got three. Three down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
Review the play. The wording on the field stands.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Latavius Murray, 25 yards. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt, you need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Carlson now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs offense. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to take a jerk in the...
And the ball is knocked down.
Wow, that ball was not free. But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him along. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Eric Kendricks coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Go!
And remember, they're out of timeouts, so he spikes it here to stop the clock. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Penny. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now Henning. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emerson Griffin in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on second down, couldn't connect. Now it's third. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down. Where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Kansas City.
Let's hit the post-game tailgates and grab some of that barbecue.
Yeah, BBQ.